Right now at 5, hold on to your steering wheels and even your car doors. Say so long to the patio chairs. Strong wind gusts ushering in very warm air as severe storms are on the track from out west. We are getting you ready for possible tornadoes tonight and then days of possibly record-breaking rain for Kentuckiana. Hello, everybody, and thank you for staying with us right here at 5:30. I'm Doug Proffitt.
And I'm Shay McAllister. Our weather impact team is tracking tonight's storms. Meteorologist Matt Breland joins us in studio with what you need to do right now to prepare. But we'd like to begin with Chief Meteorologist Mallory Schnell. Mallory, can you walk us through some of the timing tonight?
Yes, good evening, everybody. We're preparing now for a round of strong to severe storms later on this evening, likely after about sunset. You can take a look at the severe weather outlook issued by the Storm Prediction Center. A rare high risk. These are issued maybe a couple of times a year. That's what you're seeing in that purple or pink color. That's a level 5 out of 5 for far western Kentucky down to Memphis, Tennessee, and portions of Arkansas as well. Many of us in either a 3 or a 4 out of 5. And I don't want you to pay attention to exactly where this cuts off, but what we are expecting is very strong storms to roll through with damaging winds being the primary threat. Embedded tornadoes likely. Hail will be a threat as well as heavy rainfall that could lead to flooding. So a lot to get to here. Satellite and radar for us right now. All is quiet. As Doug mentioned, very windy. We're under that wind advisory. You can see just off to our west, just on our doorstep, several tornado watches. That's what all of this red is. And then these little embedded polygons, those are active warnings that we're seeing. So severe thunderstorm warnings in the yellow, red are tornado warnings around St. Louis and also in western Tennessee right now. Here at home, still dealing with those wind gusts. These are non-thunderstorm wind gusts just due to that warm front that's been lifting throughout the day, giving us wind gusts over 40 miles per hour in some spots, including the Louisville airport right now and over to Frankfort and LaGrange. So because of that, we've had that wind advisory in effect all day for those non-thunderstorm wind gusts. We're feeling that warmth. We're feeling that humidity. Temperatures currently running about 20 degrees above normal. And because of that, we will have those fuels for thunderstorms later on this evening and tonight. This latest futurecast really have those storms rolling in after about 8, 9 o'clock this evening, taking us into the overnight hours, moving through the Louisville metro between about 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. And once again, we will be tracking showers and thunderstorms ongoing throughout the week that will transition over to a flooding threat. So, of course, there are many steps you can take right now to prepare you and your family for the incoming severe weather. And we're going to turn now to meteorologist Matt Breland for more on that. Matt.
Thank you, Mallory. Of course, yes, we're keeping you ahead of this storm. There's still plenty of time to prepare before we see those impacts arriving later on into the night. First thing I want you to, first reminder is make sure you are staying up to date with our latest forecast. As we continue to see these storms get closer, we will be able to provide some better timelines, but also make sure everything is charged. Cell phones, your weather radios, or those extra batteries that you have that can provide extra power for cell phones, keep those charged as well. Also, it's very important to make sure that you have your phone volume turned up at the maximum. That way you can hear it just in case you are asleep anytime weather alerts are issued. And also the most important thing, make sure you have that designated safe space. Also a first aid kit is very useful with this as well. So anytime you are under the threat for severe weather, you want to make sure you know where to go. Get to a basement or the smallest center room away from those windows, places that you can cover yourself. Make sure that you have all ways of receiving severe weather alerts and get to the lowest level floor if you're in a high-rise building. We're going to continue to keep you updated with all the latest weather details regarding this storm system coming up here on WHAS.
All right, Matt, thank you. Good tips there. The National Weather Service now says 5 tornadoes hit Kentuckiana on Sunday night. Officials say an EF1 tornado with winds of up to 90 miles per hour hit parts of South Meade County and Hardin County. The National Weather Service also confirmed a tornado in Breckinridge County. This is in addition to the tornadoes previously confirmed in Jefferson, Spencer, and Bullitt counties. And Bullitt County leaders say they are now taking that tornado as a warning on what could appear again in tonight's storms.
That's right. The Bullitt County Emergency Management Agency says they're now working with several cities to establish and supply 5 emergency shelters. WHS11's Jose Alonso and photojournalist Jessica Farley are at Bullitt East High School at the moment in Mount Washington. Jose, that severe weather could be in our area right around 8 and 9 o'clock tonight. That shelter just opened a few moments ago. How's it looking?
Doug, Shay, right now nobody has showed up to this shelter, but the doors are open. They are ready to welcome anyone who's seeking shelter from those storms that are going to be moving in tonight. I want to show you what we have here as well. Bullitt County EMA dropping off these items. We have cots, blankets, water, snacks, and we even have 2 EMS personnel here as well. There's also going to be an officer throughout this entire time too. And we caught up again with EMA and with the mayor of Mount Washington about providing this space. A large tree on the ground and a hollowed out barn. This is the damage the National Weather Service says an EF1 tornado caused during last weekend's severe weather. This tornado that happened in Shepherdsville over the weekend, is this a warning of what could potentially come in any direction?
Sure, we always take it serious, and that's one thing that you know, we monitor the weather. We were well aware that occurred, and we were prepared to step in and help them with our resources. We all work very well together. Mayor of Mount Washington, Stuart Owen, met me at Bullitt East High School, one of 5 emergency shelters being designated as a safe spot. Bullitt County EMA Director Justin Warren says this empty hall in the school will be full of supplies to help anyone seeking shelter.
They are fully equipped with the essentials: cots, blankets, pillows, food, and we are prepared to take as many people as necessary. Roby Elementary in Shepherdsville, North Bullitt High School in Hillview, Bullitt East High School in Mount Washington, Nichols Elementary in the West End, Lebanon Junction Elementary in Lebanon Junction.
If you need to use the shelter, authorities ask that you do not wait until the last minute.
Once they know that severe weather is close, that they make their way here, try not to drive in the middle of it, to get up here and get in a safe place prior to the event. Typically the most vulnerable we assume are going to be folks that don't have a basement or a cellar of any type and are seeking shelter. This, you know, we're not saying that the school is rated for tornadoes, but it is, as you can see, constructed out of concrete blocks.
And like I said, no one has shown up here quite yet, but the doors are open and they're welcoming anyone who wants to take shelter. Of course, we're in that 5 o'clock hour, so if you're getting situated, you still have time to come here, but make sure they're asking that you come before the storms start to roll in. Reporting live in Bullitt County, Jose Alonso, WHAS11 on your side.
Jose, a lot of school systems are on spring break right now. Is that impacting the Bullitt County school system at the moment?
Doug, yes, they are on spring break as well. So far, no impact. We were able to coordinate with them and get here at a proper time, and we have the school SRO here also letting people in. Like I said, they're staying on top of it. No school staff specifically here at the shelter, but we have personnel. Like I said, authorities are going to be here with that shelter, EMS and EMA. And if you need a reminder on where these shelters are, I already have a web article put up on their website. That's WHAS11.com. Doug?
All right, Jose, thank you very much. As you can see there in Bullitt County, they are way prepared ahead of the storm as we're hours away. Now, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear has also declared a state of emergency ahead of tonight's incoming storms. On social media today, the governor is most concerned about western Kentucky early on. He says that's because those storms will still be at their peak of their strength.
Every risk is on the table, from high winds to tornadoes, EF2s or larger, to hail to dangerous thunderstorms.
Governor has activated the Kentucky Emergency Operations Center in Frankfort, and units of the Kentucky National Guard are standing by, ready to respond. Beshear also implementing the state's price gouging laws to protect Kentuckians from overpriced goods and services amid any recovery. In response to the state of emergency, JCPS announced today that all spring break-related activities have now been canceled.
And in less than 30 minutes, former National Weather Service Director John Gordon will join us live in studio as a special contributor to WHAS 11. Gordon spent 40 years in the weather industry, with half of that time at the National Weather Service in Louisville. He joins us at 5:30 with our weather impact team. He will stay with them, following and tracking all of these storms. Now to more news here at 5 o'clock. Newly released security video shows the fear at Waterfront Park over the weekend, with parents running to safety with their children as gunshots were fired between 2 groups of teens.
Quite the frightening scene played out there. Police have now made 3 arrests so far. WHAS 11's Alexandra Goldberg and photojournalist Emma Gefter have an update on this shooting and how police are preparing for a busy summer at Waterfront Park, and that, of course, is going to start with thunder over Louisville.
Newly released surveillance video shows panic on the playground at Waterfront Park. Parents grabbing their kids after gunfire near the Big 4 Bridge on Friday.
I think in reality, you should be prepared for anything at any time. Even coming out on a nice day like today, somebody could come around the corner and you should be worried about it.
Zane Brenzel and his girlfriend's son Giannis are doing all of the things a 3-year-old loves on a sunny April afternoon. Hi. But Zane says he's always on alert.
Risk awareness, that's all it is.
Here at Waterfront Park included, it's the scene of a shootout between two groups of teenagers with a police presence lasting into the night. That surveillance video shows parents running with their toddlers to safety, fearing the worst. It was these security cameras that captured that chaos after shots rang out. These security cameras also captured an LMPD presence that was already in the parking lot before the incident.
We want people to know that you can't come downtown and feel like you're going to get away with crime.
Louisville Metro Police say they arrested 3 teenagers between ages 13 and 16. Major Brian Edelin says they also seized this gun found on a 17-year-old. It's called a Draco, a smaller AK-47 that shoots rifle rounds. Friday, a tragic first night of spring break, but now families are back, getting into the swing of things. In Louisville, Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS11 on your side.
Well, thankfully, we can report nobody was hurt in that shooting. Metro